We turn our attention now over to rare earths. Rare Earths Americas began trading today, and the ticker symbol REA. I'm so glad to see you, Don Schwartz, CEO, Rare Earths Americas. Tell us a little bit about your day, your IPO. Before we get to some of the details, we know how hot rare earths really are.
Well, thanks for having me. It's been a wild ride, and we're really excited to be on the NYSE American this morning, and it's great to be on the Schwab Network this morning as well.
Okay, so tell me about the IPO here and the landscape. Why was now the right time to have this public offering?
Sure. So we're really focused on the differentiator being multi-jurisdictional, so a U.S. asset, Brazilian assets, in this idea of over 90% of the heavies in the world, the heavy rare earths, the key inputs to the high operating temperature, high performance magnets in robotics and physical AI. Over 90% of that production is now in China and Myanmar. You saw last week, USA Rare Earths acquired Cerro Verde, which is a large ionic deposit that's in Brazil, focused also on heavies. And the timing, could not be better in the sense of having these platform of 4 projects, 3 of which that are material that are focused on the heavies and not the light rares.
We think about the need for rare earths. I mean, this is a topic that no one really talked about 15, 20 years ago. And now it's obviously we talk about China and how much was concentrating there and China really putting a hold on it, and one of the reasons why the U.S. was working so hard to sort of get its own, right? Rare earths are used for a lot of things. You can tell us when it comes to technology how it's used, but the demand has been exponential, right?
Well, I think you're right. You couldn't have said it better. It's a 20 or 30-year problem that now we're trying to solve in a very expedited manner. But really, our focus has been on this robotics. When we thought about the formation of the company and what we've done over the course of the last year and a half, it's been about sourcing these heavy rares, which are the constraint we feel in the market, and that's really been our focus.
Well, they're used really for a lot of things. I mean, in addition to national security, I think that was the big point, is that we need to have more of that here at home. But we think about technology, we think about energy transition, advanced manufacturing, right? I mean, what are some of the rare earths from your company used for most?
Yeah, so when we talk about CAGRs, robotics are probably 25%. We see that growth thematic. Obviously, with the oil prices where they are today, you've seen a resurgence in EVs and 11% CAGRs, advanced mobility and defense, clean energy, consumer electronics, everything down to when you push your button in your car window and the car window goes up. If it has motion, it has rare earths, and that's really the focus. Yes.
And, I think about electric vehicles, wind turbines, defense systems. For EVs, are we still seeing the same demand, do you think? I mean, EVs were hot, then not, or no?
Well, what we do see is this rare earth manufacturing has been so pronounced in China, and we still see tremendous amounts of growth in Asia around EVs. And really what the U.S. is worried about is at what point in time do those flows of inputs to manufacturing from China kind of turn off. I mean, we saw Ford last year have all kinds of supply issues with sourcing rare earths. So it's a global market, and I wouldn't say that the U.S. EV market is slowing down at this point in time.
Right, understood. I mean, a lot of rare earth deposits. Where do we find most of that here in the United States? I mean, I know California probably has a lot. You mentioned U.S. and Brazil. Where are some of the areas that you're doing a lot of your work specifically?
Sure. So we're really excited about our project in Georgia. There hasn't been a novel rare earth discovery in the U.S. in 40 plus years. Obviously, Mountain Pass is a great deposit. It's in California, but it's heavy on the light rare earths and light on the heavy rare earths. So this focus of our company is really around the heavies and also Brazil. I mean, Brazil outside of China is the largest resource for rare earths. So the company is differentiated in the sense of it's not only just a U.S. asset, but there are two material projects with really high-grade resources in Brazil, and then another early-stage exploration project there. So multi-jurisdictional across the U.S. and Brazil. And if you think of 90% of the world's heavies coming from China and Myanmar, Brazil is the logical successor for the Western world of like where the Western world's going to source these things, and sort of validated last week with the USA Rare Earths acquisition of Cerro Verde.
And we know USA Rare Earths of the $2.8 billion Brazil bet, and you have a footprint in Brazil as well. How is the findings there when they're doing the mining, when they're doing a little bit of everything, when we think about this earth mining landscape? Tell me about Brazil in particular.
Yeah, we really like Brazil. It's historically a great mining culture, good regulatory framework. But what you like most is the grades. The grades of these in Brazil are higher than what's historically been mined over the course of the last decades in China. It's really sort of curious if you go back in time and you look at the production quotas from the Chinese planned state economies and the rolling 5-year plans, where you look at light rare earths sort of exploded and the heavy production quotas stayed the same. The reason for that has been resource depletion in China and their need to go into Myanmar and source material outside of China. So Brazil is this logical successor of really high-grade material that can supply Western supply chains moving forward.
All right, REA, your IPO. Thank you so much, John Schwartz, CEO of Rare
Thanks
Earths
for having
Americas.
me. Hopefully, it was great to meet you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, come again soon. We have to speak more. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.